on everything that happened this week. Turn it up.
The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat on Kitchener's #1 hit music station, 91.5 The Beat.
It's the Scott and Kat Show. Got the note yesterday. Sad, sad, sad all around. Canceling the company Christmas party. Actually, a postponement because too many people are sick right now.
How many people are in the same boat as we are?
Yeah.
You know?
I laughed when I saw it because I thought, that's pretty ambitious to think you're going to get that done before Christmas.
Yeah.
And sure enough, everybody is sick.
To be quite honest with you guys, we're doing... I got to knock on something. We're doing well here.
Yeah. We're ducking it, though, like the Matrix.
But all the way around us, guys, they're dropping like flies.
Yep.
Like, we keep talking about, like, every day it's a new person that we work with. It's like, did you hear? They also have something. Whether it's gastrointestinal, COVID, you name it.
In this office, it's coming out all ends, everyone.
Honestly. I am wrapped in Lysol today. That's what I'm wearing. In case you're wondering, the designer's name is Lysol.
Kat and I came in today. We closed the door. We Lysoled everything. We were spraying each other. It was bad.
We put up posters that say, trust no one. And don't breathe on me.
Well, nobody wants to get sick right before the holidays. Or do you want to get sick right before the holidays and get it over with so you're fine right through the holidays?
Here's the thing. Look, in a perfect world, if you're going to tell me I'm going to get sick in December, please let it be earlier on in December so that I can at least enjoy Christmas. Nobody wants to be sick on Christmas or miss those family things that they really do want to attend. I know there's some people who don't want to attend them at all. I personally love going to all these Christmas things, and I really hope that we don't spread any illnesses. Just love. Let's just spread the love and not the illness.
I do count on you from time to time for social cues. When you do a Christmas party in February, do you still wear the ugly sweaters?
At that point, you're way past it. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Once you put that box of Christmas stuff away, don't even worry about it.
My suggestion was move it to July when people feel like going out.
You're right. Yeah. Not a bad idea.
You know, it's too many people getting sick around this time of year. If you're in that boat, hey, hope you feel better. Lots of vitamin C.
Yeah.
Get some of that emergency in ya and do whatever you have to do to feel better.
Let's do it. Your favorite moments from the week.
The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat on 91.5 The Beat.
I'm assuming you've now heard about the Doritos alcohol.
Yeah. I heard about it, yet I still have questions.
Doritos flavored liquor. We're not kidding. It's a thing now. And it's actually got big backing. It's from a company that is over in Denmark called Empirical. They've teamed up with PepsiCo and created nacho cheese alcohol. Nacho cheese Dorito alcohol. It's 84 proof, so about 42% alcohol. A little stronger than your average 80 proof liquor. It's uncategorized, but people who have tried it say it would be like a nacho cheese flavored vodka. First off, what do we mix this with?
Yeah.
That's not going in with a Diet Coke or anything.
Do you drink it straight? Like, is that the purpose of it? Do you take shots of this?
Shots of nacho cheese vodka.
Doesn't sound like it's going to end well if you did.
Does it actually taste like Doritos is probably a first question. Apparently it does, according to people who have tried it. They say it's pretty close. It is infused with actual Doritos, and it does smell like them. A writer for Food and Wine said that it has a bouquet that is, quote, brimming with the unmistakable tang of cheese dust. Just makes me thirsty right now, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Wonder if it comes with the Doritos aftertaste, too. I bet it does.
Well, there's such a thing as pairing things, right? I think we all know. Like, for some people, chips and beer go hand in hand. So for some people, maybe they think, yeah, that works. I don't know of a lot of people who do this in this particular case with vodka. Why don't we hear the origin story? Because I'm curious how this came to be. So this is one of the owners of Empirical. His name is Lars Williams, explaining the origin story for the Doritos Spirit.
One of the first members of our team, Hiro, had gone out for lunch and come back with a sandwich and a bag of Doritos. And at that time, I was still doing a lot of tests of distilling different things. So when he came back from his lunch run, I took a look at the bag of Doritos and said, "Sorry, buddy, I'm gonna have to take part of your lunch and turn it into booze." And we tried it, and the result was amazing.
Was it amazing?
Was it, though? That's what I'm wondering. Was it amazing? You sat down with your employee's bag of Doritos from his lunch, decided I'm going to make some booze out of this.
I love how you just grabbed anything around the office. Like, thank goodness he wasn't having an egg salad sandwich.
So here's the thing. This is real. It is going to be for sale. The suggested retail price is $65 for, I guess that's a 26er. In any case, 9 a.m. today on sale for a pre-order. And they haven't said how many they're making, but we know that there's going to be enough supply for those who want it.
Great.
Again, though, what do you drink it with? Are you making a Doritos martini? Are you going to... A Doritos chocolate martini?
Oh, that's
Can you imagine?
Now that's a dirty martini right there. With a side of Swiss. Said what you garnish it with.
Are you interested?
I mean, hey, if it was in front of me, would I taste it? Yeah, probably.
Okay, so if you went to a party and they had a bottle of the Doritos vodka, you'd have some. But if you went to the
Sure.
LCBO, would you buy a bottle?
Probably not. I can't commit to that, sir.
Not even to be
Cannot
the one
commit.
when people come to your place. Hey, I've got the Doritos vodka. Try it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe. It's a maybe for me.
Yeah, the social side gets you every time.
Yeah.
Every time. Again, it is available now. The company is Empirical, and it is Doritos flavored vodka. You're welcome.
And we don't know why.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
No clue.
We've got no idea.
Keep the beat going.
The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat is on. Kitchener's #1 hit music station, 91.5. The Beat.
Until now, we've heard a lot of anecdotal evidence that there's people really leaning into the idea of a real Christmas tree this year, right? But not everybody's equipped to take care of a real Christmas tree.
Yes.
You gotta water it.
Yeah.
And some people have got neat hacks, like you dump a can of Coke in there and stuff like that. And apparently it makes the tree last longer. Gonna do something here from Mythbusters,
Okay.
who wanted to dispel one of the rumors going around about how you can keep your Christmas tree fresh and erect. There was a suggestion put out there that perhaps using a popular Pfizer product, a little blue pill, in the dish that your tree sits in will make it last longer.
People
An
are
erectile
really doing that?
dysfunction treatment. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Does it work, though? Are you curious?
Yeah.
Do you think it would work?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, let's bring in the executive director of the National Forest Association and Mythbusters, who have said, if you want to use that treatment on your Christmas tree, your tree is going to last at least 3 or 4 more hours before it dies.
So it doesn't really do much at all. Nothing.
They say this is ridiculous and very expensive. It does nothing for your tree. Mythbusters came to the exact same conclusion, more or less. In an episode, they were adding one of those to the Christmas tree, and they say it did allow the tree to hold its needles a little longer than just water alone. But it made the tree look sickly, they said.
Sickly?
Sickly.
Okay.
They say other common additives include aspirin, bleach, lemon lime pop, and others. They say all of those are also pointless as the needles on a plastic Christmas tree. Don't bother putting anything else in it. They say water is still your best bet. But the water is key. You have to add the water.
Right, water. Is the truth just Sprite? Sorry, because I remember hearing about Sprite or 7-Up or something. Is it the sugar in it? Is that all it really is?
So-
Sugar water too?
I've heard that too. And I've also heard like maple syrup in the water and all sorts of like sugary type stuff. They didn't go there.
Okay.
This
was just for the pill.
Yeah, it's just for that little pill.
Got it.
Maybe it's just this is the new pharmaceutical angle, right? Like all the people have all got it, so we might as well give it to the trees too. Maybe that's what's going on here. However, they don't necessarily recommend it, but they don't discourage putting in the pops and the sugary drinks. They just say don't add Viagra to it.
So don't embarrass your tree and make them go to the doctor and talk to them about what happens in the dark. You know what I mean?
Right. Talk to your doctor about side effects.
Yeah, the Christmas tree shuffles in the doctor's office and has a seat. Like, hey, doc, how you doing? How's the family? Good. I want to talk to you about one of my branches. That's, well, it hasn't been performing as well as it should be this time of year.
Not as taunt as one would expect.
I used to be able to hang the big ornament on it, and now I can't hang any ornaments on it at all. What can you do for me? Is there anything you can do?
I used to be a big, healthy tree, and now this.
My lights aren't shining as bright. I don't have that little pep in my step in the morning anymore.
And I look sickly.
My tree partner is unhappy. Please help me, Doc. Help me!
Ridiculous and expensive waste of money, according to the National Forest Association.
Yeah, great.
Kitchener's #1 hit music station.
I know what you like. I know what you like. The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat is on. The #1 hit music station is 91.5 The Beat.
There's a couple of places that really get it. They get it. Did you hear about that bar? It was about a year ago, somewhere around here. They decided to list all of their menu items as office items, and this was for the benefit of people who were trying to put a few things on the company expense account.
Right.
Oh, I bought a stapler. Stapler is what they called a flight of beer.
Right. Yes, I do remember that.
Ordered a new fax machine. Fax machine was a T-bone steak. It's great. You can expense it. Nobody in the office asks any questions. It just looks like you bought a stapler and a photocopier.
Oh, photocopier was only $27.99? That's odd.
Well, wouldn't it be convenient if somebody offered a menu item that was all you wanted, but you could say, I only had one drink? In comes the Chandelier Dine and Bar, Kat. It is an Armenian restaurant in Toronto that's just introduced the double XL glass of wine. You've seen those wine glasses that'll hold a whole bottle. They're kind of a novelty item. They come out
Yes.
around Christmas time.
Yeah, I had one at one point, but it broke. You'd be surprised to know it broke. I don't know who did it. Not me.
Overuse? You wore it out, did you? So it holds a 3.5 liter bottle of wine in one glass. So you truly can say, I only had one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this wine costs $61 for a bottle of red, because they're essentially giving you an entire bottle of wine. $58 for a bottle of white, and it's new on the menu at Chandelier Dine and Bar.
Oh, very good.
People order the double XL wine glass for the holidays, date nights, and just fun with friends, according to the staff. Diners can share a large glass of wine amongst each other, or staff can pour it into smaller cups if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
They've essentially sold you an entire bottle, a decanter,
Well-
if you will, and allowed you to split it, but I don't know many people that would split that. It's one glass of wine. Why would you share?
It's just one glass after all. I think it's perfectly fine.
Can you imagine going out for a glass of wine and down in 3.5 liters of red?
No, I'm a fan of moderation. I only had one. It was just one, that's all I had. I didn't have any more than one. See? Just one glass.
This is a little more my speed. They've also got a double XL glass of coffee, if you'd like.
Oh, I like that.
If you want to not sleep for the rest of the year, that's the one for you.
Great.
Good luck to them in this new business venture. I hope it goes well. Okay, Kat, let's do this. Here's the scenario, everybody. You've decided you're going to invite people over to your home over the holidays. Maybe it's a nice get-together with friends. Maybe it's New Year's Eve. Who knows? You're just having company.
Maybe it's new people. Maybe you're like, this is the year that I'm going to invite over the neighbors I never see or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Okay, but inevitably, the time will come when it's time to say goodnight, and not everybody gets to that place at the same time. You, for example, may have decided around 8 o'clock, I want these people to get the heck out of my home. And they may be thinking, 4 or 5 more beers and I'm good to go. So how do we bridge the gap and get rid of people? Well, I think we all agree. The leading authority in these matters is Martha Stewart. She's the queen of hosting, right?
I feel like her opinions over the years may have changed because that's possible for most people, right? At a certain point, you're like, I'm not saying anything, but I'm exhausted. But that's okay. I'm a host, and I'm going to be a darn good one. But let's hear now what Martha Stewart has to say about getting people the heck out of your home.
I just say, I'm going to bed. See you. I do. I just say that.
Wow.
What if they keep hanging out?
Well, just turn the lights off.
Turn the lights off. I like.
Set off the fire alarm. Oh, one night I had the fire department show up. Nobody would leave. We just put the fire alarm on. And the fire chief came in. He told everybody, get outside. It was like 0 outside, and he made everybody go out without their coats. That's one way to get rid of them.
Now, if it is a party situation, am I allowed to pull a fire alarm?
Wait a minute, Martha.
Is there anything not illegal that we can do to get rid of these people?
Please don't do that to the fire departments. But is she onto something? Is honesty key there? Or do you think there's going to be some people who are quite offended that you tell them, hey, listen, I'm done and it's my house. So get out and we'll see you when we see you next?
Well, I don't know that she was saying tell them to get out. I think she's hoping they would just get the hint when you say I'm going to bed. Here's the beginning of that one more time.
I just say, I'm going to bed. See you. I do. I just say that.
Well, they keep hanging out.
Well, just turn the lights off.
Turn the lights off.
Turn the lights off and go upstairs. Do you think they'd get the hint and think, oh, maybe it's time to go?
You would think so. Like, if you pick up on social cues well, I feel like it's all right. Like, I've done that before where I'm like, I'm getting tired. You know, the first thing you do is make the comments, right? And see if that kind of clicks in for people. Like, well, what a fun party that was. Past tense. Use past tense. I find that also helps to mentally trigger them to be like, right, the party's over now. Yes, get out. Mm-hmm. That was a fun night. I had a great time. I'm tired. If that doesn't work, I agree with Martha. Shut all the lights off. Hey, Google, turn the Christmas tree off. Turn off all the lights. Get out.
A friend of mine used to call cabs. He'd call a cab and there'd be one waiting out front. And he'd be like, oh, hey, cabs are here. It's time to go. And that was his move.
What else? That's perfect. Why not?
Uh-huh.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
That's the way to put it. You don't have to go home, but you're not staying here. Bye. See you in the new year. That's fun. You know, we get a ton of text messages during the Scott and Kat show, and you can text us anytime at 1-833-915-SHOW. But occasionally, we get an odd tweet.
An odd one, huh? We got an odd one in.
It's not dead yet, everybody. Twitter is still going. And Steven here, longtime listener of the show, heard us talking about the adult Happy Meal at McDonald's and said, I'm doing it. I'm going to get one.
Yeah.
So here's the tweet. So I got myself an adult Happy Meal from McDonald's Canada. I'm not so happy.
Oh, well, that's the opposite effect, isn't it?
He says, you can't make the drink a coffee. So I had to spend an extra $2 and I threw the soft drink in the trash since the auto drink machine makes it anyway. Apparently, even the woman working the drive-thru was surprised when she tried to enter the coffee and it wouldn't let you have a coffee with your adult Happy Meal.
But we're adults. We need coffee.
That's what adults need. That's what keeps the world turning. You caffeinate adults and things get done.
That's right.
You know?
Wow, I'm surprised by that as well.
Well, I did reach out to McDonald's Canada for a little clarification, and as soon as they get back to me, I'll let you know what the policy is. If this is an actual policy, no coffee with Happy Meal. I'm guessing that they probably still have it programmed for kids because you wouldn't give a kid a coffee.
No.
But adults kind of like it, McDonald's. So just saying, you might want to make a little tweak to the program.
You might want to throw some Baileys in it too. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just spitballing. I'm just talking. We're not. I mean, not if you're driving, but if you're not driving, throw a little something, a little whiskey.
Are you suggesting that the person at the drive-thru window would be like, is it for you? Are you driving? No, not driving. All right, yeah. I got a little treat in there for you.
Threw in some Fireball. Merry Christmas.
Wouldn't that be amazing if you could go through a drive-thru, but just for your passengers, just give a shot of Fireball? With our luck, they'd probably charge like $15 for it.
No.
In any case, the adult Happy Meal may need some tweaks, but thank you to Steven for being such a loyal listener.
Indeed.
We appreciate you. And thank you for letting us know about the adult Happy Meal because I almost forgot that it was available.
Catching you up on everything that happened this week. Turn it up.
The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat on Kitchener's #1 hit music station, 91.5 The Beat. Let's do it. Your favorite moments from the week.
The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat on 91.5 The Beat.
Have you watched this TikTok? The woman explaining that somebody approached her and her husband and wanted to buy their puppy for $200,000?
That's insane.
Yeah. Let me play a little bit of this video for you. Give it a listen here, guys.
Someone offered us $200K for our puppy, and I told my husband absolutely not because I birthed her. Would you guys sell your dogs for $200K? Like, that is my baby. That is my baby. I birthed her. That is my child.
Well,
Like, there's no money. I would not sell her. But it just got me thinking. I'm like, I wonder if people would have taken that $200K.
I wonder if she knows what birth means.
what is it? You literally didn't birth her.
No, you
I
did
think
not.
I literally birthed her. No, you said that's the opposite of what literal birth means.
Are there rich people driving around neighborhoods seeing cute dogs and offering $200,000 for them?
I know that for some breeds are harder to find, or the wait list is long, and I guess if you have money, you're willing to spend it. But that's the most I've ever heard of anyone doing it. There's a group of people who believe that she's full of it. Who think that she's making it up just to get attention, which is totally possible. Hey, anything's possible. She could have made it up that someone approached her offering money, because we don't know for certain.
Well, how much of a loser do you have to be to make up that story to get attention? I mean, she says she's got a cute puppy. It's a Doberman.
Have you seen the internet?
Yeah, that's true. That's
Have you seen people on it? She literally birthed it. After all.
If somebody offered you $200K for your dog, I mean, that's a real Sophie's choice, right?
Listen, and I understand where she's coming from here. I think what she meant by that was, this is a member of my family. This is my child to me. This is, I look after this. This is part of our family. So all of those things, absolutely. I think most of us, gosh, I hope, think of our pets in that way. And I guess specifically we'll talk dogs here. Like my dog is like my child. Sure. Yeah. He's a member of the family. So I wouldn't give him up for money. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I wouldn't.
$200K is a lot of case.
So are you telling me if I offered you, cut you a check using our boss, this is a checkbook, for $200,000, would you give me your dog?
I mean, $200K would be great. That would definitely make things a little bit easier.
Go ahead. Talk about it out loud. Yeah. Talk it out. Talk it through.
But he is my best buddy.
Yeah. But you can get another buddy.
I could get another buddy. You know, he's not even the first dog I've had. I've had others, you know. Like
he kind of looks like a lot of other dogs.
He does look like other dogs.
Right?
It's not like he's irreplaceable. Well, there is that personality, so well trained.
I think you might take the $200,000.
I would love to tell you I would. But I don't know.
It's a lot of money. I would need to make sure, listen, if there was a number, okay? The one thing that's important, though, is to make sure that they're going to a good place. So I would need to do investigation. You know what I mean? I'm not just willy-nilly going to give you my dog. So let's go to your house. Let's take a look around here. Invite me for dinner. Woo me.
So you would do a full site inspection before you took the check?
And visiting rights. I need visiting rights.
Visiting rights?
Right? We can negotiate.
It's not your dog anymore.
No. This sounds like this is open for negotiation. It is my dog right now, and you want him. So what do you want? What can we do for each other to make this worthwhile?
I'd want to know what they'd be willing to give me $100,000 for. What do you guys want? Like an air fryer or something? I can give you whatever you want. It's not the dog. I'll sell you my car for $200,000. How about that?
No, it just seems so weird. I'm not sure if she's telling the truth or not, but if she is, $200,000 is a lot of money.
It's kind of messed up that people think they can just buy a dog and just make it their own, you know? Like when you have a dog from puppy age, they become part of you and your family, and they're fully integrated.
Yeah.
To just want to walk in and cut somebody's grass like that seems like a real dirty thing to do. Come on. Everything's broken all of a sudden.
There we go.
There we go.
Back on track.
In any case, that is kind of a Sophie's choice. I'm leaning towards no amount of money would I give up my dog for. But I'd be willing to get another dog and sell it to you for $100,000.
Right.
That would work.
Compromise.
I'll be like a real resale guy.
Let's go.
The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat.
Number one.
On Kitchener's #1 hit music station. 91.5 The Beat.
Want to help me solve a bit of a problem here?
Yeah, sure. What can I do for you?
You know as well as I do, our phones are listening to us all the time. You can say, "Ooh, I'm hungry," and you'll start getting pop-ups for Uber Eats or Skip the Dishes, or it'll start sending you notifications from McDonald's or Burger King. You could say, really got to get some new sheets soon, and bam, before you know it, you're getting inundated with ads for new sheets and bedding sets. I'm trying to retrace my steps, but this has been going on for a couple weeks now. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I said or what I searched, but for some reason, my phone and my social media is convinced that I need a bird feeder with a camera built into it. I get
What does that say about you?
nonstop ads for this stupid, I think they call it the bird box.
The bird box. First of all, Okay, I will say I've seen those before. I've actually seen people I know post on social media about their bird box, and they quite love it. Like, they'll share photos when, like, a cardinal stops by to munch on something.
Yeah.
They're like, look, guys, look what I spotted this morning. So, I mean, are they that far off, though, from something that you'd actually want? If someone gifted this to you, would you want it? Would you be excited about it?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Here, let me read you the description from Bird Buddy, which is a new one.
Oh.
That I just started getting ads for. Can't get enough of the birds? Then this bird feeder is perfect for you. Get up close and personal with Bird Buddy. It notifies you of feathered visitors. Why would I need to know if there's a bird in the backyard?
No. You want to know when your Amazon packages arrive and when there's a bird eating.
Identifies thousands of bird species and captures photos and videos and stores them in a collection. Apparently, it was demonstrated at the CES in Vegas last year.
You know what, though? I think that's kind of cool. I think you should lean into this. Sometimes these suggestions online turn out to be good moves. I could see you being a bird watcher. Octavia here is a little young for the bird watching, I think. She says she doesn't understand the appeal of it all. You know, one day, Octavia, you don't care, and then the next day you're like, is that a white-winged dove? Honey, come!
I've never really been into birds. I don't understand why these ads keep popping up. Unless it's just trying to tell me something. Maybe my phone figures, well, this guy needs a hobby here. So, birds. It'll be a bird watching thing.
Is that a house sparrow or a northern flicker? Honey, open up the app.
What do I do with all those pictures of birds, though? I mean, I assume it's continuously snapping.
You share it on Facebook.
Why?
And it has to be Facebook. Notice how I said Facebook? It has to be Facebook. Not TikTok. Not Instagram. Facebook.
There's a captive audience on Facebook that would love more bird pictures.
There is. There's groups. There's Facebook groups that will take you in with open arms or wings in this case, Scott.
Yep. Clever.
I think you should lean into it. I like it. Honestly, if someone bought that for me, I'd probably set it up in my backyard. I'm not going to not set it up. Yeah, like I'm not going to go out of my way to get it. But I'm saying if someone got it for me, I'd probably set it up in my backyard. I got some green space back there, and I do see some cool birds. And yes, every now and again, at the ripe age of 37, I think that bird looks neat. I wonder what kind of bird that is.
Well, you're almost caught up to me then.
I'm almost there.
It's convinced that I should be in the bird watching phase already.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah.
If I'm stuck for ideas, somebody's getting a bird feeder this year.
All right, very good. Let us know what the Boxing Day deals are like. I guess keep us updated.
You know, it doesn't come with food. I actually read it to see if food's not included.
You're so frugal. That's the first thing you check. Well, what does it come with? I don't want to buy food.
I'm not buying a camera and food.
Is this an investment? I don't think so.
Can I sell the bird pictures, or how does this pay itself off? I don't get it.
We're all National Geographic. You are, I am.
Scott and
Keep the beat going.
The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat is on. Kitchener's #1 hit music station, 91.5. The Beat.
I know what you like. I know what you like. The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat is on. The #1 hit music station is 91.5 The Beat.
So there's no shortage of people that are living somewhere with some sort of a common nuisance that they don't like, and they'd love to have it changed. My favorite is people who complain about the noise from the airport. Oh, my goodness, I hear the planes all day long. Was the airport there when you bought the house? Yes,
exactly.
It was.
Yes,
oh,
sure.
Okay, well. Do those people have any right to complain, by the way? If you move near an airport, do you have a right to complain about the noise from the airplanes?
No.
I didn't think so
That
either.
that airport didn't move in next door to you randomly. That didn't happen. So it's always been there. So no, not at all.
Okay, I've got one a little bit similar, but different at the same time. It is a woman who's complaining about a nuisance thing in her neighborhood. She is complaining about the smell from a downtown restaurant that's wafting into her neighborhood. It's a barbecue restaurant.
Oh.
So the woman is now suing Roy's Meat Service because of the nuisance smell of meats being grilled all day long. She's gone to the news and hoping that the news will help, I don't know, guilt these people into putting fans on the roof so the smell blows the other way. I don't know. Is that a valid complaint? Someone who lives near a restaurant and doesn't like the smell of the restaurant. She wants it shut down or something done so that she can open her windows and not have to smell the brisket in barbecue sauce.
All restaurants have to go through all the proper, checks. Ventilation is one of those things, I'm sure. But as long as they're abiding by it, I don't think there's anything you can do but move. As long as they're abiding by all the proper codes. And if they are, sorry about your luck. It's probably going to be you that has to get out of here.
Would that be a nuisance, smelling ribs and chicken cooking all the time?
Smells can be nuisances. Of course they can. Yes. Yes.
I mean, for me, I don't see it as a problem. It probably makes me more inspired to cook or just to go over there and have a bite to eat.
I don't know if you'd want your whole place smelling like it, though.
Okay, but
I don't know. I don't know if you'd actually feel that way if that was you.
we all have to live together, especially when we live close together. Apartment buildings, condos, those are a great example. One person's cooking, everybody else can smell it. But this is a standalone restaurant and a standalone home. How do you control the smell there?
Yeah, that is a weird one because I have heard it. I have heard of it being an all-in-one building. That's what I've heard more of. Not necessarily like this, but like I said, I think if they're doing all the proper things, I'm not sure there's anything that can be done.
According to the news, Channel 5, they say the woman moved into a home right next to the restaurant 2 years ago. Apparently, she didn't do her research because Roy's Meat Service there has been grilling up meat in the neighborhood for almost a decade.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sorry butcher luck thing, I think.
Is that
not luck, but lack of research, maybe.
Would a realtor have to flag stuff like that to you?
Yes, I think that would be a good part. Yes, absolutely.
Did you go during the day when the restaurant was open? How did you not notice that?
Yeah. Yeah, do your due diligence if you're getting a place, for sure.
It's not clear what she wants, but I have a feeling probably money and probably this small business shut down. Good luck to her. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. I mean, the restaurant was there first, but she's certainly going to try. It's the Scott and Kat Show.
Let's have a little fun with this one here, Kat. Here's the scenario, okay? I tell you a secret, something big.
Oh.
Something big, like, Kat, I killed somebody.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Okay, well,
that escalated so fast.
Okay. All right, Kat,
All right, yeah. You found out something, I don't know. You found out something big. I don't know.
I stole some jeans from a Goodwill box.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so I find out that you stole something.
Okay. In confidence, I've told you this information. Do you have a right to take that information that I've given you and tell your partner?
Well, assuming that I trust my partner not to say anything?
Yeah.
I would ask here's what I would do is I would ask what the purpose of it would be. Can I help with something? Am I concerned about something? Can I not hold the secret because I'm worried? In that case, not necessarily. Like if you've killed someone, yeah, that's concerning. Someone's being harmed. So for me, that's where I would probably be like, "Oh, maybe I need to figure this one out." But no, otherwise, I don't think if there's no actual purpose to it, probably not.
Do you tell your husband stuff like from behind the scenes on the show and stuff that goes on at work?
Only if it's really interesting to him. Like sometimes if I'll tell him something, he's like, I don't even know who you're talking about. I'm like, okay, cool. So no, not necessarily.
What do you think people said when they asked a whole bunch of people, if you get told a secret, is it okay to tell your spouse?
I think most people said yes to that.
Really?
I think.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Let's find out if you're right. See, this is where we need a drum roll.
Where's our? We used to have one. Didn't
Do we have a drum roll?
I don't know.
Let me see here.
We should just get Octavia on drums, and she could do it live for us.
She does know how to drum, right?
Right?
We
Add
don't
that
have.
to the list, Octavia.
We don't
drum
have
kit.
We don't have drums, but we do have the reggae horn.
Here's the results.
Perfect.
Why don't we have a drum roll, but we do have the reggae horn? I don't understand that.
No, it's someone else. Someone that works here, I'm sure, has a saved up in their folder.
Okay.
We'll find it, guys. We'll make it better next time.
10%, 1 in 10, say it is always acceptable to tell your spouse something that a friend or coworker told you in confidence.
It's always acceptable. 1 in 10, you said? Said always.
But 1 in 3 say it's usually okay.
Okay.
Usually. On the flip side, 20% say never. You never reveal secrets. If you get told something, you keep it to yourself. Even keep it from your spouse. Another 28% say it's usually unacceptable. So generally speaking, if I tell you that I photocopied a pizza at work
And now everybody's all angry that the copier doesn't work.
Now that I'm telling everybody. If that happened, I would tell everybody because that's hilarious. That's just
Actually,
funny.
I might even tell people if I photocopied a pizza. Younger adults are more likely to be cool with telling their spouse everything. Older folks more likely to keep their friends and coworkers' actions secret, even from their partner. So, you're not going to tell anybody about the pizza thing, right?
I'm not telling anybody. Here's the thing is like, again, for me, I go through a filter of, would he even care? Like, does it even matter? Does it matter? Does it change our lives? Did this secret that I learned change our life? And if the answer is no, what's the point? No. That's the way I do it. That's my filter I use, but everyone's different.
See,
what about you?
I get sucked through so much school drama from my girlfriend.
Right.
I hear about what this EA did and what that parent said to this gym teacher. I get stuck through all of it.
And do you love it though? Like, are you like, yeah?
I think I would miss it if I didn't hear it.
Yeah, okay.
And so I tell her the gossipy stuff that I hear at work as well. Occasionally, there are things people have told me in confidence, but she's not going to tell me. She doesn't know anybody here. She knows you, but if she tells you, you know everything too.
Yeah.
So
No, it's fine.
I think it's okay. Just part of the general gossipiness, but you really got to trust your partner to not say anything.
Sometimes you also need to vent to someone who you don't work with because it's called work gossip if you're venting about something at work. But if you do it at home, it's in a safe space where maybe it make you feel better, but you're not doing anything wrong.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, part of the
Kitchener's
problem
number
here
one
is that
hit
we all
music
socialize
station.
outside of work.
91.5,
And occasionally,
The Beat.
Dave, our boss, occasionally his wife,
Turn it up. The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat on Kitchener's number one hit music station. You know what we is. 91.5, The Beat.
you know, just because you can afford a nice car doesn't mean you should buy one. Man from LA going viral because he has a very, very, very nice Lamborghini.
Oh, yes. Nice.
$250,000 Lamborghini.
Not cheap.
A blue Hurricane. I hope that's how I say it. So you know what he did with his $250,000 U.S. vehicle? He rolled into McDonald's. And you know, you could be real flashy going through the drive-thru at Don's in a $250,000 Lamborghini.
Yeah, sure.
Nope. He decided he was going to park in the parking lot and put on a little demo of how powerful his Lamborghini is.
Oh, a little show-off action over there.
He filled the exhaust full of McDonald's fries
Why?
so that he could rev the engine and watch the fries fire out of the exhaust.
Oh, no.
Whole big group of people gathered around. I think they just wanted to see the car, maybe take some pictures of it. If you have a Lamborghini, you're going to get a lot of attention. Brand new one, for sure. One that spits fries out the back as you rev the engine, that's a new one.
And I'm still stuck on like, why? Why
Why is
Why?
a great question, Kat. I think he thought this would go differently. In the end, yeah, I mean, there's a couple fries that traveled a bit of a distance, but most of them just sort of petered out, just sort of fell out of the exhaust. I don't think he did his homework on what would happen when that happened, but that's a $250,000 vehicle that he has now voided the warranty on by sticking French fries in the exhaust.
Yeah.
Smart guy. Smart guy.
Wow.
I recommend you go and get yourself a nice pre-owned vehicle, my friend. You don't need to spend money on cars.
Or don't stick fries up.
Or-
like, there's that too. I don't know.
You know, we could write a book about all the places you shouldn't stick French fries.
That would be
on the list. It's Scott and Kat.
Catching you up on everything that happened this week. Turn it up.
The Beat Brunch with Scott and Kat on Kitchener's number one hit music station. 91.5, The Beat.
For all the people who have decided to go with a real Christmas tree, and it's not even the first time this has come up this year, did you give it a good shake before you brought it in your home? Did you look through the tree before you brought it home? Did you maybe hose it off or something? Because there's a lot of animals getting into people's homes, just like you see in the movie Christmas Vacation.
And think about how scared they are.
Last week, we had a story of, what was it, a squirrel or a raccoon or something got in somebody's house?
It was a possum.
A possum. I've been to a Christmas tree farm before, and they seem to run it through some sort of a shaker. And I thought that was to get the excess needles off. But wouldn't that also scare away any animals? Or is this people that went out into the forest and cut down a tree?
It could be any number of things. I know some people do cut it down themselves, so they wouldn't think to shake it maybe.
Can I introduce you to Michelle White? Michelle is now telling the story of her Christmas tree that she just bought last week, complete with an owl inside it.
Okay. Oh, poor baby.
Apparently, the owl was able to remain undetected in the tree for 4 days in her home because it blended in so well with the branches. She said, this sounds like hell. I have 3 dogs. We use this room nonstop. We watch TV. The kitchen's right there. No indication of an owl in our home. The owner of carpet cleaning service, which was eventually called in to clean up some of the mess here, says upon closer examination, the owl was moving through the tree and blending in with the branches, so the people in the home didn't know they had an owl living in their house for 4 days.
That story is a hoot.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You get one for that.
Thank you.
You get one for that.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Did you say the story was a hoot?
I said the story was a hoot. You want to know why?
Why?
Well, I will tell you why. But I won't tell you who. Who? I know it, owl. I know it, owl. And believe it or not, I'm totally winging all of this.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! No, we're not doing that again. The owl is out of the house. They had to have the carpets cleaned. The owl is fine. Christmas will continue. Please check your tree before you bring it in your home is the best advice we can give you.